Hey, I'm here working on the Hatfield SAS 20 semi-automatic 20 gauge shotgun. Got a couple of these, and both of them I've had issues with this pin breaking right here. And this is called Hatfield calls this the slide action bar assembly. And it's located in here. I'll show you where that is on the gun. But in both cases, I've had two of these guns, and both of them have broken. The pieces right in here. See if I can get it out of there. Very good. So it's this little devil right here. So you can see I've got four of these lined up here now. So I ordered three of these from Hatfield on their website. They were about $20 each plus $5 shipping. And because I broke two, and I knew I wanted to have a backup. And so you can see how the one that I've got in my gun now, it's probably, I don't know how many thousands of rounds, but you can see how much play it has in the tail piece here. These are new ones, and these have play. You can feel it, these two. But what I found interesting is this one here. This one's also new. It has no detectable play. It's very tight. And it also has a different appearance. It's shiny, like it's polished. And I believe all this play that is exhibited in the gun here, I believe that is what actually breaks the pin being hammered. You can feel it pushing back and forth. You can feel that. And I think over time it just breaks that pin. And what happened in my instance, but both times, the pin would break halfway off, and the other half would still be retaining the part. And the gun was still kind of functioning. I wasn't aware of it immediately, but the only indication I had was every now and then when I'd go to pull the trigger would be locked up as if it was on safe, but it wasn't. And so I could jiggle the gun around just in the action of turning it and looking at it, or maybe cycling the bolt once. It would be enough to dislodge the little piece of metal, and the gun would then function again. So when I took the gun apart to clean it, I noticed the pin. I noticed it was this pin was halfway missing, and I found it in the bottom of the this trigger assembly here. It's just a little coil of metal. Because at first I found the pin, and I was like, I found that little piece of a pin, and I couldn't figure out where it could have come from. And then that's when I noticed that it was about this size here, and then I noticed this thing was super loose. And so the gun was still working, but I'm not sure how much longer it would have worked. So anyway, I bought three of these, and they all ordered them at the same time, and they all came in the same box. And this one is different than these two. And in my opinion, it's the good one. It's got the tight tolerance, and I'm sure it'll last a little longer than these will. So I think I'm going to call Hatfield and see if I can return these and get some of the better ones here. My guess is maybe they realize they've got an issue, and maybe they addressed it, and maybe I just happened to get one of the good ones, and they gave me a couple of the bad ones too. They probably will work, and actually, I think the gun lasted just into the warranty period, surprisingly. It was just right after I think it was good for 1 year. Right after that is when I noticed it was broken. And I had two of these. I have two of them, and I would alternate between one or the other. So they were sharing the load, I guess. And so they, I guess, lasted longer. If I'd have just been shooting one, it probably wouldn't have lasted. But I'll show you a close-up view. Here's the good one. That's you can see it's shiny. And then the ones you get that came in my gun anyway, they look more like this. They're dull. They're almost look like they have a bead blasted finish on them. And maybe that's what that is. I don't know. But and this is the one that's been running in the gun, and it's a little shiny just in the spots where it's been worn. But the main thing, you can see how much play that is in this piece. There's a roll pin that connects these two together. It's very loose, and these have play. You can hear it, but this one does not. This one's